Look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brakes and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run the business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle of Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. My bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Van Gogh. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it.
I've been on a mission like totally spice. I'm my baddie, she bad, but she totally nice. Nails are blue and her toes feel like white. Ik compie niet met jou, dat is zo voor mijn lijk. You do it for sure, but he left with a why. Yeah, we live, but we destined to die. En je trailer om mij, but I'm man, then I lie, I'm a lie. En ik voel me net Memphis de paai. En ik jag op de goed in de scene. Moest eigenlijk rennen, we lopen misschien. En ik wil niet eens kijken, mijn ogen die zien. En serene.
Give me 1 second here.
I got 5 for my name, got no star. Come to me just to see how my shows are.
They said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a what? Mission. Go. Okay, let's get it.
So just give me 1 second here. I want to make sure that I post this in places. Okay. All right. Should I hear? There we go. We'll do that. Okay. Thank you, Lease Fan. I appreciate it. And Nick as well. Hi, James. I saw right before the stream started, James, I saw that you became a member again. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sorry, I just want to post this on my Instagram here. Give me 1 second. Leafs take on the Kings. And then we'll give me the link. Let me post the link. Come on. Okay. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Appreciate it. Thank you, goes up. Appreciate it. How old am I? I'm 26 now. Old man. I'm an old man. 26. Obviously not actually. Not that old. But, well, I am that old, but it's not like 26 is old. I'm just... be a little gaff. Let me pop out my chat here so I can actually read you guys. There we go. Cool. Alright. So it's been a bit since my last stream here. Yeah, not as old as me, 33. That's fair. Yeah, I know my audience, I think for the most part, skews a little bit older. Which is kind of, honestly, a little nice. You know, makes me feel a little bit younger. Because at least, like... in my friend group, I'm one of the older ones, so it's nice to have some people that are a little bit older to, you know, and also where I work too, I'm one of the older ones as well, so it's nice. Alright, so the lineups tonight, let's take a look to see if, have the Kings posted theirs yet? Okay. Looks like they posted their starting lineup. So, starting lineup is for the Kings, Byfield, Kopitar, Kempe, Mikey Anderson, Drew Doughty, and then Cam Talbot is the starter in net for the Kings today. On the Leafs side, we'll go through their full lineup because they actually have posted it. So it's Yarncroke, Matthews, Marner, Bertuzzi, Tavares, Nylander, Nyes, Camp, Domi, Gregor, Holmberg, and Reeves. So no real changes there. Riley, Brody, Giordano, Liljegren, Legason, and Klingberg. Of course, McCabe getting injured in that game against Dallas, was it, I believe? And at least as far as I know, I haven't seen any update on him, so I don't know how long he's going to be out for. But Legason, kind of filled in for him yesterday, or well, not yesterday, last game against the Nashville Predators. And then in net, we have Wool starting. Samsonov is the backup. I'm happy that Wool is starting because, man, Samsonov has been interesting. Cam Talbot, Flyers legend, truly. I think it's a really bad look on the Leafs if Nylander walks for nothing. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what they're going to do with him, man. He's been unreal this year. Like, he's been... I wanted to look this up before stream. Give me a second. Let's see. I'm trying to look at the... Okay, yeah. So Nylander did tie. I was trying to double check there. Nylander did tie the record for point streak to start the season here. So if Nylander scores tonight, of course they show it just as I took a look at it. So it was Mahovlich and I didn't see who the other guy was. They just showed it and I just missed it. So, but anyways, yeah, Nylander has tied the points record to start the season here. So if he gets another point tonight, he will break that record, and he has been just unreal this season. You know, I think, I've always loved Nylander. Nylander's my favorite player on the Leafs. He has been for probably a couple of years now, or at least he's been in the top two for sure. And yeah, he has been just unbelievable. He doesn't have too many of those shifts where you're not loving it from him. He's just looked great. Talbot fought the workers' comp claim against Philadelphia. Really? I don't know if I ever heard about that, I'll be honest with you. That's funny. Alright, let's see here. So yeah, the Leafs coming home from a 5-game road trip, which I believe they said was their longest road trip of the season. Like, that's going to be their longest road trip of the season. Came out pretty okay for the most part. 3-1-1. All things considered, that's great. It's our last game in Nashville. You would like to win that one. That would have been great. But getting an overtime point, that's pretty good as well. You see the Flyers start to the season. Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't been following too many other teams so far this year, unfortunately. I would like to follow them a little bit closer and watch a little bit more games, but yeah, I know that they started off the season really hot. They've fallen back a little bit, right? Like, let's see. Yeah, 4-1-1 now, but my friend is kind of a Flyers fan. I mean, he's not super big into hockey, but he's a fan of Philadelphia sports teams. So I took a screenshot when the Flyers were ahead of the Leafs. I took a screenshot of that because I remember telling him before the season, I was like, yeah, the Flyers are not going to be very good this year, and he was like, nah, they're gonna surprise everyone. And so yeah, I took a screenshot when they were ahead of Toronto, but yeah, that didn't. Obviously, they've fallen a little bit now. Just wait until our annual 10-game losing streak. Yeah, it does feel like they go on 10-game losing streaks a lot. That's fair. Like, now that you mention it, it's not that I ever really thought about it, but yeah, I remember at least 2 times recently that they've gone on 10-game losing streaks. That's funny. Opinion on the Shane Pinto suspension? It's a little strange. So at least as far as I know, so he got suspended for someone else betting on his account. If I'm not mistaken, I think that is, at least what we know so far. I guess we won't really ever know, the entire full story, because I think they kind of, made a deal. But, it makes sense in a way, obviously, if someone else was betting on his account, I think that is completely fine and makes sense. As the game is starting up here, let me just hold on. Give me a second. Let's do this, and I'm gonna have to hold on. I tried refreshing my feed, and of course now it's broken. But yeah, when originally like it said that he wasn't betting on NHL games, I was like, why did he even get suspended? But makes a little bit more sense now if someone else was betting on his account. They probably just made him out to be kind of like that, an example pretty much. As the first period has started here, so let me quickly go ahead and see if I can get a clock here going. All right, and let me mute this so I can actually play the audio on my side and hear what's going on. Okay, so Leafs get the puck here. Bertuzzi feeds it ahead. Nylander out front. Oh, Tavares just missed it there early. That would have been nice. Moore with a shot stopped, and that goes behind the net. Yeah, McAvoy did get in trouble for his hit. He got a 4-game suspension, which honestly I think is great. Ooh, let me fix the clock a little bit here. It's not as, not quite where I like it. There we go. Nope, that's off-centered. Okay, hold on. My feed here keeps freezing, so let me go to this one here. Maybe this will be a little bit better for me. Give me a second. All right. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, he got a 4-game suspension, which I think is actually nice. Like the Department of Player Safety actually being a little bit consistent here with the suspension to Rasmus Andersson and McAvoy. I think that's completely fair. I mean, it was definitely a dirty hit from McAvoy there. All honestly, I probably would like more than 4 games, but they're being consistent, which I think is fine. Kings keep it in here. Cut towards the middle. Knocked off a Kings player stick. Roy from the line. I don't know what I said. I was like trying to say the French pronunciation and English at the same time. Didn't really work out too well. Yeah, maybe the player safety isn't utter trash anymore. You know, we can hope. Oh, my clock again looks like it moved. Give me a second. There we go. Every time Willie Nylander scores a goal, I think about how much money he's going to get on his net contract and how Leafs are likely screwed. Yeah, it's, I try not to think about it, honestly. I really try not to think about it because, yeah, it's, it's going to suck. All right, Kings dumping in here. Shot's only 1-0 so far in favor of the Kings, just 3 minutes in. And at the point there, kept in, and Joseph Woll will hold on to that as it bounces right to him. I love these Kings jerseys. Yeah, these Kings jerseys, I love the chrome domes as well, those chrome helmets. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of them. I love them. I think these uniforms are so fire for the Kings. Like, the chrome helmets, the white gloves, oh, it's amazing. I really want this Kings jersey. I saw it when I went to Kale or Vesper Hockey, or I think his channel's now Life of Austin. When I went to his house, he had this jersey, and it looks gorgeous in person. It really does. Legason had some trouble there, but was able to poke it ahead to Yarncroke and get it out. Yeah, they are very, very nice looking jerseys. I definitely want one. I'm kind of holding out maybe to see if it goes on sale at the end of the year, but yeah, we'll have to see. Refs only call it if Toronto does it. Yeah, kind of. Matthews, who's had a really good start to the year. Obviously, you know, the 2 hat tricks, but even outside of that, like, he's been good defensively and everything like that. Kopitar cuts in, feeds it back. That shot blocked in front. Now Marner will pick it up. My only issue is I didn't love Matthews' play in the overtime last game against the Nashville Predators. I felt there was a couple of times where he just lost his man, and obviously he was the one that turned it over. You know, he could have passed it back to, I think it was Klingberg, but elected to try and move it forward while Morgan Rielly was changing, and I think it hit Rielly, which led to the turnover. And it's like, yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate there, but I don't know. You kind of want to take a little bit of the safe play in overtime, and I didn't love that decision there, but it is 3-3 overtime, so whatever. I mean, the Leafs kind of suck on 3-3 overtime, all honesty. Yeah, I think there might be a lot more horror stories when the Fanatics takes over. We'll kind of have to see. I want to be optimistic with Fanatics taking over. You know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, it's probably not going to be that great, but I'm trying to be hopeful. That is for sure. So we'll have to see. Here's Camp taking the draw. He gets waived, so now it's Domi taking it. Domi with Knies. Domi does not win that draw, but Camp battling for it along the sideboards here. Just gets poked out, and here's Moore. We'll dump it in. Big fan of Moore, of course. Used to be on the Leafs. Now Leafs trying to enter the zone here. Klingberg up ahead to Knies. Here comes Knies, makes a move, shoots, and that goes wide. And it's a penalty coming up to the Kings here. Let's see. So it's Fiala going off for slashing. I didn't see exactly what the penalty was or where it was, but Leafs get a power play here. Yeah, it's kind of 3 taps by Fiala right into the hands of Klingberg. I mean, it's not much, all honesty, but you know, it's those slash in the hands that they do get called. You got to go to the NHL store in New York City. Nice. I've seen videos of that store. It looks a lot of fun. So have fun there. That looks sweet. So yeah, the Leafs power play 32.1% 50 in the NHL. Been very good so far. Klingberg turns it back, and here comes Marner. Gains the line. It's Tavares. He gets tied up in the corner, but Nylander will pick it free over to Klingberg here. He's got some time. Klingberg now getting pressured, still holding on to the puck. Down low for Matthews. Back for Klingberg. It got knocked away. Nylander with a shot, and that goes high. Klingberg keeps it in for a moment, but now gets poked back down into the Leaf zone. Joseph Woll with a long pass up head, trying to catch the Kings on a change. Tavares takes a hit, but absorbs it well. He's getting closed in on by 2 Kings, and the Leafs can't keep it in. Ooh, Moore steals the puck, and Matthews does a good job getting back. Moore just strips Klingberg there. Knocked him down in the process as well, and almost had a wide open net there, but Matthews did a good job getting back. Marner to Matthews, and yeah, that's Nylander way offside there. Nylander thought Marner was going to continue onside there. Leafs next game against Boston. Hopefully there's no 2013 shenanigans, if you know what I mean. I don't think so. Oh yeah, that's a way wide from Nylander there, but didn't really have much of a lane there. I'm gonna be honest. I actually really like these All-Star patches on the Leafs jerseys. I know they you know kind of don't really fit these Toronto jerseys a whole lot, but I think they're fun. Honestly, I like them. That puck gets cleared. Joseph Woll out to play the puck. Rielly. 16 seconds left in the power play here. Aaron Croak gains the zone. Gio. Ooh, bad pass. Leafs have to go back. Carl's Jr. logo, yeah. Kind of is a Carl's Jr. logo. 1-0 LA. Am I way behind? I might be way behind. Let's see. Kings are coming up here, so maybe they got a goal. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's a first goal by, I don't even, who is that? England? Andreas England. And it was just a weird kind of bounce off of a Leaf stick, it looked like. Yeah, Bertuzzi falls, which gives some room for England. He drops it off and gets it back, and yeah, his... I think England was just trying to get it over. Oh, he wasn't even... Okay, it was... it was such a weak backhand by England, but it tipped off Giordano's stick and went right in. Wow, that is crazy. That is a crazy goal. So the Kings strike first after a good penalty kill. Leafs down 1-0. Fiala with a shot. Good save by Wool there. Yeah, that one... Can't really blame Wool too much. It's a deflection right in front of him. Nice, it's a good job. Keeping the puck in. Liljegren back to Nyes. He turns, trying to battle here with Dubois. He does get around him. Gets the puck to Kampf. Kampf centering pass. Oh, Nyes can't handle that. Gregor just put it towards the net, and Talbot makes the save. His first save of the night, but England is the one with the goal. That is just... that's a crazy goal. That is an insane goal. Yeah, the Leafs have had a couple of struggles scoring first. I mean, they definitely been scored first on more often than scoring first, but I think they've turned that around the past couple of games, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think they scored first in Dallas and... Well, they scored first against the Capitals. And they scored first... No, maybe they didn't score first against Dallas and... I don't know, for some reason I'm feeling like they did score first against Dallas and Nashville, but I don't know, I can't be certain. Let's see. They did against Nashville. The new NHL app sucks, so let's see. Trying to find the Dallas one. Okay, yeah, they did against Dallas as well. So it's turned around a little bit. Have I kept up with the 2018 Team Canada scandal? Not really a whole lot, to be honest. Like, at least as far as I know, they were supposed to, you know, kind of release more information before the season started, and then they just never did, at least as far as I can remember. So, yeah, I'm not quite too sure. I haven't kept up with it enough, I guess. Let's see here. I just want to get a little bit more familiar with the Kings numbers here. I'm looking at Daily Faceoff. Trying to make sure that I can remember these players' names. Well, remember their numbers more so. I know most of the players on the Kings. Scary Chris Hart's one of my favorite players. Yeah, that's, you know, you obviously don't want to accuse anyone right now because, you know, you don't know who was where and everything like that. But yeah, it's definitely concerning for sure. Marner, oof, had issues there with the puck, and now it's a 3-on-2 for the Kings. That shot goes high. Leafs maybe a little bit lucky there. And that pass missed Marner, so it'll be an icing. Kings 2-0-1 when scoring first this season. Travis Konechny over Marner. Honestly, Marner hasn't been phenomenal this year. He hasn't quite been to his level, but like he's still been not bad. It's not like he's been awful. I don't know. I'm so back and forth on Marner. Like sometimes I think he's like easily the second best player, maybe even the best player on the Leafs right now, and then other times it's like I don't know. I feel like his off games you can really tell. And he has a lot of those in the playoffs. The logo on the Kings jersey looks shiny. Yeah, it's kind of like a rubbery. It is shiny. Like that's by design, and it's almost like this weird rubbery material too. Matthews, who tried to put the puck through his skates, but was knocked away there. Lagesson battling with Moore as he dumps it in. Yeah, there's a lot of spark, a lot of shine on that Kings jersey. I remember I remember being like pretty against this Kings jersey when it first released, but it's grown on me so much. And that shot by Grundstrom saved. Goal saved above expected. Joseph Woll is first. Cam Talbot 13th. Joseph Woll 8.6. Jeremy Swayman, who's second, 7.5. Jonas Johansson, third. It's crazy. Liljegren plays it back here. Liljegren also, he was injured in that Predators game. I think he left, was it the first period there? But obviously playing here in this game, which is good for the Leafs. With obviously McCabe already being out. Liljegren will reverse it back to Giordano, just out of his reach. Has to jump on it. Now Nylander. I'll bet to Tavares. I'm not sure if you can hear my dog barking. I apologize if you can. There is someone up there with him, so he should be okay. He should be all fine. Now here's Dubois working in. Fiala and Brody going into the corner here. Nylander backhands it, misses Yarncroke, but comes out. Since McDavid played in the Heritage Classic, it's not a jersey foul if you buy that jersey with his name on it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was going to be anyways, for the most part. Matthews doing a good job dangling his way through the Kings there, but couldn't do anything. I don't know, maybe we have some trick-or-treaters, I'm not too sure. I'm sure you can hear my dog, though. Apologies for that. But yeah, they're wearing that jersey a couple of more times anyways against the Flames, so it probably wasn't going to be a jersey foul at any point. I do want that jersey quite badly, but I have a really tough time paying $260 for it, which is what it's going to be. But at the same time, you know, it's running out of stock in a lot of places, so I don't know. I might have to pull the trigger on it soon here, because I want it. I want it pretty badly. Thank you, Pumpkin King. Appreciate it. Am I going to grab one of the Bruins 100th anniversary jerseys? I really want their third. But once again, you know, it's a full price jersey that I have a really tough time paying full price for. I hate paying full price for jerseys, man. I am not the guy who gives out the king size candy bars. I don't remember the last time that I don't know if I've ever really actually handed out candy ever on Halloween. I'm pretty sure I never have handed out candy on Halloween. I've always just, like, if I lived with my parents, I'd let them do it, or I don't know. I would, when I lived with a roommate, we just wouldn't do it. So yeah, no, I mean, I don't like kids, I'll be honest. I'm not a big fan of kids, so it's like, if I was gonna do anything, I would just leave a bowl out and leave it at that. That Oilers Heritage Classic jersey might be my favorite Oilers jersey. I think it looks good. Yeah, it is. It's very unique and a lot of fun, is what it is. I do really like it a lot. I don't know if it's my favorite Oilers jersey. It's up there, though. I'll probably say it's up there for sure. Yeah, I definitely do. Like I said, I want it. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna do. I was gonna take a shot for every goal there was. I gotta take a shot. Oh, come on, dog. Stop barking, boy. Alright. Oh, I feel like that's a big shot. Okay. I poured a little bit too much of a shot for that. Alright. Yeah, that's a big shot, I feel like. I maybe want to take this whole thing. But I got a little A&W mug as my shot glass. It's the closest thing that I have to a shot glass. Yeah, I didn't take the whole thing. Didn't take the whole thing, but I'll save it for the other goal. Exactly. I'm just not a big kid person, you know. Yeah, man, those King jerseys are just so much fun. I really do like them a lot. Really, really do. I saw that. Speaking of that Heritage Classic game, though, I saw that like the tickets, like an hour or so, maybe a little bit more than an hour before the game, were actually like pretty cheap. Like I think they were like $100 Canadian. And like it didn't even fully sell out. Like there was a lot of seats left. I I'm kind of upset about it because I didn't even bother to look to see how much the tickets would have been. I just assumed that they would be way too much, and I didn't even bother to look. Plus I was working that day anyways. Ooh, icing called against the Leafs. I feel like Holmberg was kind of there, but whatever. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed to see that they were that cheap. Cause yeah, I very much I would have loved to go, but yeah, I didn't really realize that they would be that cheap. And then obviously, like I said, I was working. There's a shot from the point. It breaks Gregor's stick. Spence again on it. He's holding on to it. Gregor goes to the bench for another stick. Leafs only have 4 men out there right now. More out front, and they score. It's Phillip Danault. And the Kings are up by 2 here. And you could kind of think that that might be coming with the stick break of Gregor. I mean, obviously it wasn't his fault. He blocked the shot, which broke his stick, but good job by LA to move the puck around more. Cuts to the net, and that's a great pass out front to Danault. You can't let that just goes straight through the crease. You can't let that go straight through the crease like that. Phillip Danault all on his own. Reeves catches him too late. He doesn't see it yet, and yeah, 2-0 LA. My cousins threatened to blackmail me if I didn't take them to the FNAF movie. That's funny. I was never, I was a little bit too late for the Five Nights at Freddy's craze. I know that was a big thing, but yeah, never really played that game. A little bit too late for that, but yeah, so just it was a good play by the Kings, but the Leafs need to. I know that the Leafs were down basically a man there for a second with the with Gregor's stick being broken, but yeah, they need to identify that a little bit sooner, I would say. Bertuzzi to Nylander. Leafs trying to get some offense going. Nylander turns back. He's being checked by Fiala, but breaks through. Nice move. Oh, no, that's a good save. Oh, Nylander can't get the rebound there. Klingberg. Backhand shot by Tavares gets blocked in front. And here's Doughty. Up ahead to Fiala, and they'll get out. That's Laferriere there. Which, I was looking at the Kings lineup beforehand. I'll be honest, I don't know much about Alex Laferriere. But when I saw it on Daily Faceoff, I was like, Alex Laferriere? And I was like, wait a second, what? I was like, you mean Alexi Lafreniere? I was like, he's not on the Kings. And I got confused for a second, but like, let's see. Let's take a look at Laferriere here. So he has played 8 games for the Kings this season, 2 goals. It is his first year, so yeah, I guess what pick was he? Let's see. He was a 3rd round pick, 83rd overall by the Kings in 2020. So, I'll be honest, I didn't know about him until tonight. Yeah, I feel that, Leafs fan. I said that, I think in the first game of the season that I was like, is that reverse retro logo? But after a little bit I realized it's just the regular Leafs logo. But yeah, like especially from like if the logo was here on my hat, like from this angle right here, it definitely looks like the reverse retro. But once it's kind of turned fully, you can tell, okay, it's just the regular one. I mean, they are pretty close, of course. Here's my second shot to the Kings goal. But yeah, definitely looks like the Leafs reverse retro logo at a certain angle. Ooh, Yarncroke. Oh, Brody, that's a bad hit, buddy. Cross-check Kempe right on the numbers. I don't know what he's arguing about there. I mean, I guess let's see. So it's a face-off win by the Leafs. Here's okay. I see why Brody was complaining, because Kempe basically does the exact same thing to Yarncroke, except from farther away. I mean, both hits are bad. I feel like I think both hits should be penalties. Like I think both of those are penalties. I think Yarncroke and Kempe should both be going off here, but it is just Brody going off, so the Leafs are on the penalty kill here. My stream has frozen for a brief second. I might have to refresh. Give me a moment. Let's see here. We're going to skip ahead in time, so maybe a little bit. Oh no, maybe we go behind in time. Hold on. I don't want to go even back. I don't want to go even further back. Okay, there we go. So, missed about 30 seconds, but that's right. Seems to be no issue. At least just cleared the zone there. LA 20% on the power play on the road, which is 14th right now in the NHL. Oh, come on, man. Why is my stream doing this? Oh, okay. And unfroze again. Just keeps freezing for some reason. Oh, good job by Camp for a moment to break that up, but goes back on Talbot. I'm going to need to find something else. Hold on. It's not working too well here. There we go. Maybe this one will be a little bit better. Give me a second here as I'll adjust the clock. There we go. And okay. There we go. Actually, I want to make that a little bit bigger. There we go. So Leafs have 30 seconds left on the penalty kill here. Riley doing a good job against Kaliev, and he'll clear it. When the Islanders actually wore the Fisherman jerseys, fans hated it so much that the Islanders were basically forced to switch back to the original logo. Yeah, a lot of Islanders fans hated that thing, which of course is why they have the Wave jersey now, which is basically the same thing as the Fisherman with just the regular logo. I kind of want that jersey as well, but obviously not as much as the Fisherman. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it was also kind of a bad time in the Islanders' history as well, right? So I understand why fans didn't really like it a whole lot, but it's fun and I like it. Oh, Tavares knocks the puck down. Oh, and it just can't grab a hold of it. It just comes off his stick. That would have been a huge opportunity for the Leafs there, as Tavares would have been all alone. Pertuzzi trying to change the tides here as well. Shot attempt 17-8 in favor of LA. Not the best period here for the Leafs, as this is their first game back after being on a 5-game road trip. What do I think of Victor Mete? I think he's a pretty solid, like, you know, depth defenseman. You know, kind of your 7th, 8th defenseman. I think he's not bad. Definitely not maybe one that you want higher in the lineup for sure, but, you know, I think he's fine. NHL forced them to change it. Did they? I didn't know that. I thought it was just the Islanders wanting to change it. Crazy to think that it's been a year since the reverse stretches 2s were released. Yeah, it does not feel that long, that's for sure. So we got 3 minutes left here. Matthews coming in. He'll just play it down deep. It goes off Riley's skate, but I think he was looking for Domi. Domi feeds it to Matthews, trying to battle through the LA defense, but they do a good job making sure he couldn't grab a hold of that puck. Also, I apologize if you can hear the furnace as well. I'm sure that might be a little bit loud. I know, like I said, a while ago, my mic settings, I don't know, for some reason at one point they just changed and my mic is a lot more sensitive now, and I don't know why. So you probably can hear it. It's probably annoying, and I apologize for that. That played back in. And Joseph Woll out to play it. Woll allowing 2 goals on 7 shots, which, you know what? If I want to be fair here, if I want to be fair to Samsonov, because if Samsonov was in net right now, I definitely would be saying you can't allow 2 goals on 7 shots. I know I would. But at the same time, like, I wouldn't put either of these goals on Woll. The first one, you know, it's a weak backhand by Eklund that deflects off of Giordano's stick right in front of the net. And the second one is a cross-crease pass over to Danault that someone needs to get a stick on. You can't allow that to happen, but, you know, at the same time, it would be nice to get a save. So still, though, I mean, Joseph Woll's been very good. I just wanted to... I just know that if Samsonov was in net right now, that's what I would be saying, so I want to be kind of fair. Oh, centering pass there, put wide by Danault. This line's been pretty good. Danault, Moore, Kaliev. Oh, Klingberg, fans on that puck. A minute left here to go. Nylander swings back. And he'll leave it here for Morgan Riley. Riley up ahead. Here's Nyes. It's a good job, but his centering pass gets intercepted, and the Kings will play it down. Now here's Brody. Up ahead to Nyes again. Domi with 30 seconds left will dump it in. Nyes going after Doughty as he plays it up along the sideboards, and Kings will break out. That shot just goes wide of Woll. See if the Leafs can hold out here for another 10 seconds. Yeah, it looks like they're going to, unless Brody makes a really bad play, and he doesn't. So yeah, the Leafs will go into intermission here, down 2. Not a great first period by the Leafs, but honestly, could be worse. So we'll see if they can bounce back. Thank you, Tammy. Appreciate it. NHL unbanned special tape. Hopefully they unban the specialty jerseys as well. Yeah, that would be very, very nice. I mean, obviously you have seen a couple players, well, most of the players wear those specialty jerseys into the rink, which I think is kind of, I mean, I don't want to say a good compromise, but at least you do have the actual players wearing those jerseys into the rink to give them a little bit more, you know, press, I guess, or whatever you want to call it. So at least that is nice. But yeah, overall, like, I would love if they, you know, kind of went back on that, that specialty jersey ban, you know. I mean, I've talked about it before. Yeah, it's, it's a little frustrating that they banned it for sure. And it was crazy, at least in my opinion, that they banned the tape as well, considering like the tape was literally, you know, just up to the players. It wasn't mandatory or anything like that. So, yeah, I thought it was crazy that they did that, but it's good that I mean, it looks bad on the NHL that the second that one player wore the tape, they reversed that instantly. And I mean, it wasn't good press for the NHL either, because, you know, like there were a couple of like Twitter accounts that never talk about the NHL talking about the Pride tape. So it wasn't great press for them. Hey Rick, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's good that they unbanned it. It's good that they reversed that decision. You know, they shouldn't have made it in the first place, but I guess it's nice that they reversed it. Oh, I forgot that I put on music. Hold on. Let me go back. I put on music and I just freaking forgot to unmute my goddamn tab. Because I'm an idiot. Oopsies. I was supposed to have music going on the second that intermission started. My bad. What can I do in the intermission here? Let's think. I mean, I guess I know Post just uploaded a video not so long ago talking about the Heritage Classic jerseys, which of course we kind of discussed briefly. Play Puck Doku, I can help you. I don't want to play Puck Doku. I'm so bad at it. And I don't want to help with it because, you know, it's not fun getting help. It's not fun getting help, but yeah, like I feel like I'm just so bad. I'm just so bad at Puck Doku, man. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Hold on. Maybe here's what I'm gonna do. Because I do want to take a quick look at. I didn't watch the Heritage Classic. You know, I would have loved to, but yeah, I was working. But I mean, I guess I don't know if I really want to do it. Let's see if I can find my own pictures, maybe. Heritage Classic 2023. Let's see if I can find my own pictures here, because I do want to take a look at some of the uniforms here and stuff like that. I think that could be fun. Okay, well, it's an awful picture. Maybe if I do, there we go. But just the quality was like super low. I want a picture of Markstrom as well. That's what I want. I want a very good picture of Markstrom. Might have to take it from Neil's video. I don't really want to, so I feel bad for doing that, but what if I just look up Markstrom? Let's see. Okay, there we go, actually. That's a decent picture of him. And I can use this as well. Okay. Yeah, I just want to quickly look at some of these here. I think it's this. There we go. And if we go this, and we can go this. So, actually, let's do control. There we go. So here are the Oilers. Yo, Scotty. Thank you. Oh, I don't have the alerts on this. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, it's too late now. I don't have the alerts on this what's it called? On this thingy. Scene. There we go. Thank you, Scotty. I think it would be cool if the NHL brought back alumni games for the NHL or for the outdoor games. I agree, that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, so here were the uniforms. I absolutely love this kit for Skinner here, especially the pads, because the pads remind me so much of, you know, the pads that you get that are like the shitty, like, you know, just they're printed on, but for out like street hockey, just those street hockey pads. So they really bring me back. I love these pads for Skinner here. I think that is great. Yeah, overall, yo, Scott, huge. Wait, my alerts aren't working. No, I thought I fixed my alerts and they didn't. Well, thank you so much, Scott. I very, very much appreciate it. Thank you. Look at all those members. Oh, they do work. Let's go. Okay. All right, it is working. Huge. Oh, that's gonna be 10 times, hey? Yeah, it's gonna go 10 times. That's all right. Merry Christmas, thanks. At my college, they had local kids trick or treat on campus. It was pretty fun. It does sound pretty fun. Thank you again, Scott. I very, very much appreciate it. Damn. The sounds aren't working. Oh, it's because I don't have the freaking sounds. I need to add the audio source. This is so difficult, man. This is so hard. I need to add the audio source because I have my audio sources split up. I'm so stupid, man. I'm so dumb. That's funny. That's so funny that I didn't even think about including the audio source. Anyways, though, thanks again, Scott. And I'll get my alerts figured out eventually. Yeah, one step at a time. All right, they're actually on screen now. I guess it would be that way. They're on screen now, which is good. But yeah, Oilers uniform I really like a lot. Like I said, I love these pads for Skinner because yeah, it really brings me back. That is for sure. Yeah, we'll get to Markstrom here. So here's not a great image of. Let's see, these maybe look a little bit better. I know that he has kind of like, you can kind of see here, there are like little holes in his pads, like kind of like perforated aspect, which I also really like. Pads are great. His helmet is phenomenal. I want to see if I can find, I think I liked the, maybe I even retweeted it. Yeah. So let's hold on. Let me pull up his mask here. Because his pads are sweet for sure, but I love his mask. His mask is phenomenal. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like it has that kind of woolly texture to it with the threads breaking loose as well, which looks super cool. And you kind of got both, like the logo on both sides there, the skull with the teeth and everything. That looks sweet. It's very cool. I absolutely love it. So yeah, like overall, like I really like the setup for. See if I can find a player image for the Flames here in their setup as well, so I don't have that right now. Want a better one. Give me a better one. Give me a second. Let me find it. I'll find it eventually. I want a high quality image is the thing. Like this is maybe my. Alright. Do this one, I guess. I didn't want to do this one because I don't think it's super high quality, but we'll go with this one. And pull it up here. Do this. And there we go. So yeah, this is the setup for the Flames. I honestly really like it a lot. I really do. I think it looks great. Welcome back, Rick, by the way. Yeah, it's the setup for the Flames. I mean, I love both of these jerseys. I really do, honestly. Like, I mean, I liked them quite a bit when they first released, but I've really started to like them. I would love both in my collection. But yeah, as I've said a million times, buying jerseys at full price is not my thing. So we'll see if they come on sale at some point. But for now I'm holding off. I mean, I would love for them to go on sale because, you know, they are wearing them a couple of times, so maybe they'll have some more stock, but I don't really know. We'll kind of have to see. Have I ever made a video ranking every team's home and away jerseys? I believe so. I think I did a while ago though. It's been a little bit. Let's see. Let me search my channel. Pretty sure I've done both. Yeah, I did a tier list 3 years ago now for home and aways. So it's been a while, I guess. I could kind of re-rank them, I guess. Honestly, that could be something that I do, because yeah, it's been a long time. And I think that was still when I was like starting out. Like, I think, like, let's see. Like, I think one of my first videos was October. Well, I guess I can actually check specifically when my first video was. Let's see. When was my first video? Oldest. My first video was September 29th, and that tier list was November 8th. So yeah, it was like just a few months in. What the heck? So I could redo that video, honestly. Yeah, some teams have changed their jerseys. Oilers and Sharks. Yep. Hey guys, let's see. Oh, you probably heard that, maybe. Yeah, Oilers, Sharks, Arizona as well. Technically Vegas, because they have their new third jersey as their home jersey. I did catch the Sabres, Flames, and Senators, though. I think that might be it, though. Looks like it. I don't know. I might hold off though, just because of the fact that, you know, we have the, what's it called? We have Fanatics coming up, so maybe once Fanatics takes over, I'll do another one. I mean, there are a couple of videos that like I want to do, but I'm kind of holding off to the end of the season. Like, I'm gonna rank every Adidas jersey, or yeah, I think I'm gonna rank every Adidas jersey that they've made, or at least do a video of like kind of like that. I'm also gonna rank Adidas like by years, like so like the 2017 year, how they did in their first year, and kind of each subsequent year. I think I want to do something like that. Obviously, like I'll, you know, of course, you know, when I did my live stream with Twisted Wrister, Windy City, Larry House of Hockey, Brendan, or BW Hockey, and Jake, you know, we kind of talked about our favorites in terms of category. I want to do a video like that, but I'm kind of waiting until either the end of this Adidas season here, or after basically all the jerseys are released. I don't want to do it right now just because we do still have that last season, and I don't want to basically remake a video within a year. I don't love doing that. So for right now, yeah, there is a couple of videos like that I do want to do eventually, but I'm kind of holding off for. So I'll probably make that tier list again once Fanatics takes over, because I think that would probably be a very good time to do it. But I might do a video somewhat similar to it, you know, towards the end of the season, when all the jerseys have kind of released. My evening is good, Rick, by the way. That's good to hear that you're doing well. It's actually embarrassing how bad the Stanley Cup champions had are. Goes to show you, Fnatic doesn't even care. Yeah, I'm not a fan of, you know, those Stanley Cup champion hats. I mean, and I'm not a fan of, you know, those reverse retro 2 hats as well. You know, I remember, I'm trying to remember exactly, but when Fanatics took over, I think I said something about, like, I didn't love the way that a lot of their stuff looked, and at least on, I think it was on TikTok, I had some backlash on that, but like the design of those Fanatics Reverse Retro 2 hats were cool, but the way that they were made was awful. It had the kind of like foam front there with the actual logo and design screen printed on, and it looked horrible. Like in person, it looked so bad. It was really, really unfortunate because like the actual look of them, or at least like the thought of them, I thought was pretty good, but yeah, just in person, the way that they were actually made themselves, I thought were horrible. Did not look good whatsoever, and it was extremely disappointing. That is for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't think like, I think once Fanatics takes over right away, I don't think there'll be too much of a change. I'm hoping that's the case, as at least, you know, we kind of have been told that they aren't going to change too much initially, but once, you know, probably 2 or 3 years in, I think that's when they're really going to start making some changes. So we'll see, you know, kind of how that progresses, and yeah, hopefully there's not a huge change. You know, obviously, but I mentioned this before, I'm not too afraid about the On Ice product. I think the On Ice product is going to be fine. It's going to be the exact same pretty much as Adidas. I mean, they've said that they're making it out of the same, you know, warehouse that they're making them right now. It's those, you know, kind of middle ground Indo authentic jerseys that I'm really afraid about. That's where my concern comes into play. You know, we've seen the replica jerseys that they're making right now that aren't very good, and I really don't like them. It's the Indo replicas that, I mean, I don't even love the way that they're made right now by Adidas, I'll be honest. I know a lot of people love Adidas jerseys, and are really sad to see them go. I'm not that sad, in all honesty. Not that I, you know, not that I hate Adidas by any means, but I think they're okay. You know, I like some things. I'm definitely in the middle ground, but yeah, I'm just very concerned about those Indo Adidas. However, you know, I know Ben8 Sports has been talking on the Hockey Jersey Discord. You know, he's kind of preparing for the possibility of getting those, you know, the fan. What am I trying to say? Oh my god, retail. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. The retail made in Canada jerseys. He said like he hasn't heard anything, but he's preparing for the possibilities because there has been some rumors that they might be doing that. And if that's the case, you know, if Fanatics does go that route and has the replica made in Canada jerseys like Reebok and CCM and all of them have had, I'll be super excited about that. And I think that would definitely help kind of alleviate my concern with Fanatics. But, you know, we'll kind of have to see. Anyways, the game is back on, as I was kind of going on my little rant there. I saw an image of Fanatics on Fanatics Sucks of someone ordering a McDavid jersey that had 67 on the back. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the, I mean, like, you know, you are going to get some of those. Oh, out front, Bertuzzi puts it wide. It was a bouncing puck that just came right to Bertuzzi. Now a shot from the point, save. Ooh, Tavares can't get the rebound there. Fed in deep, Tavares behind the net here. Grabs a hold of it. He gets checked by Grundstrom. Nylander to Bertuzzi. Oh, Moore with a good stick there to prevent him from swinging it out front. And Kings can't clear it. Giordano with a good keep at the line, but goes straight to Mikey Anderson. And now they'll be able to get out. Here come the Kings. Good poke there by Bertuzzi. Leaves coming the other way. Nylander trying to get on it. And Roy will get there first. But, yeah, with Fanatics, you know, or with those quality control, you're going to have a couple of those for sure. But I don't know. I don't know if it's just, you know, because people hate Fanatics so much that more of those get posted, or if it's because legitimately there just are more issues with those. It does feel like there's a lot of quality control issues in Fanatics, and whether that's because, you know, they're like, whatever it may be, could be that they're not paying their employees right, or maybe the employees don't care enough, which, you know, is obviously a factor of them not paying their employees enough, or just not having, you know, good enough benefits, whatever it may be. Leafs on a good cycle here. Shot by Klingberg, saved, and that one up in the air. Couldn't knock it down. Yeah, it feels like with Fanatics, it definitely is that kind of quality control issue is a lot harder. Ooh, that shot there. Good blocker save by Wool. NHL jerseys are already expensive. Feeling Fanatics will make them even more expensive when they take over. Yeah, I mean, something that I was watching Neil's video on the release of the new, the leak of the new New York Rangers jersey. It's something that I didn't even notice, but on the tag itself, it said that the price was $230, which is Canadian, but that's an extra $10 than it is right now, and those prices were just raised not too long ago. You know, they were they were $200 from basically Adidas coming into the NHL, or $199, so $200. Adidas coming into the NHL up until, I think it was the Reverse Retro 2.0 jerseys were released. It was around COVID. So obviously, like, you know, it makes sense that the prices were increased around COVID. You know, obviously it was a lot harder to kind of get those materials and everything like that. You know, it makes sense that they kind of raised the prices there. Oh, Matthews up front. Oh, Riley just puts it high. Good little give and go there by them. Riley again out front. Marner, Yarncroke poking at it. And a good save by Talbot. He's pressuring here early in the second. Look good so far. Yeah, they like, you know, it made sense that they increased those prices, but they have again, and now if you know that price tag is correct on that new Rangers third jersey, that it's up to $230. Like, that is ridiculous. And I've already gone on talking about how I hate how much like, it feels like sorry, I had to burp there. It feels like the Fanatics, Lids.com, NHL shop, you know, that are basically all the exact same store, but just, you know, slightly different. But it feels like they, at least in my opinion, they've stocked the Canadian side less and less. It's really hard to get some of those American jerseys on the Canadian side of those sites. For example, like the Bruins Winter Classic, the Cap Stadium Series jersey, Penguins Winter Classic. Roy with a little burst of speed there, gets knocked down by Yarncroke, shocked that no penalty was called. Comes out front, good pass over, huge save by Woll on Kaliev. That's a massive save by Woll to keep the Leafs in it for a second here. Now here's Deneau. Battling for it, gets it back to the point. Now it's pushed in deep for Trevor Moore. It's this line again. It's been really good tonight for the Kings. Now Tavares tries to find Nylander up front, at the Kings blue line, and that gets picked away by Anderson. But yeah, you know, even with the Bruins, you know, new Centennial jerseys, those are, you know, not easy to find on the Canadian side of the NHL shop, Fanatics, as well as Lids. I mean, technically they are on there, but they all are shipping from the United States, and they include shipping from the United States. So they're all like $300, which is ridiculous. It's stupid, but, you know, it doesn't include shipping to your house directly. It just includes the shipping to the Canadian warehouse. So it's the shipping. So you still have to add shipping yourself. Like, it's, I don't know, it's a lot. I'm really concerned that, you know, it's going to be even worse moving forward here. I'm very concerned about it. That, you know, it's going to be really hard to get some jerseys in Canada. It's really making me want to move closer to the border, honestly, so I can get an American post office box. It looks like offside here from the Leafs. Penalty coming up, tripping on who? Leafs power play. So I guess maybe Fiala going to the box here. Yeah, Fiala going to the box again. Second time tonight. Let's see this tripping here. He kicks that little... I didn't even see the trip, honestly. Oh, yeah, that's that's a definite trip. Trips up Kampf. Kings will win the draw here. Nylander pressuring Roy. Sorry. I'm just so used to saying Wah, you know. But obviously it is Roy. He does use the, you know, at least as far as I know, he uses that kind of Americanized pronunciation, not the French-Canadian version. Nylander back to the point. That shot there, stopped by Talbot as Matthews and I think it was Lewis collided with each other. There was a lot of room there by that collision. Let's see. I didn't even see what happened there. So Matthews feeds it over. But yeah, that collision by Matthews really opened up a lot of room for Tavares, but Talbot makes a save. Do you think John Tavares being the captain for the Leafs was the right decision, or do you think it should have been someone else? I think it was. You know, there's a lot of factors of why I think Tavares being the captain was the right decision, as that puck is up in the air, knocked down there by Kopitar, and he'll clear it. You know, obviously there was the kind of issue, whatever you want to call it, that Matthews had that summer. I think everybody knows that Matthews was going to be the captain, or at least was, you know, supposed to be the captain. Here's Klingberg, gives it away. Kempe, who tried to leave it there for Kopitar, but it was just a little bit too far ahead of him. Could have been really bad for the Leafs. But it was just out of his reach. It was too far ahead of him. Yeah, Matthews was going to be the captain, right? Like, it was basically all but confirmed until, you know, that kind of, whatever you want to call it. Oh, Trevor Moore with a good little chance there. Stopped by Wool. So he not being captain, that makes sense. But you know, Tavares, you know, he's a very calm presence for the Leafs, which I think, you know, is somewhat important with the media that, you know, obviously the Leafs have. I think it's good to have kind of, you know, kind of someone who's not really as emotional, right? I think it definitely helps out the Leafs quite a bit here. But, you know, there's a lot of people. Like, I think Riley being the captain as well, I think that would have been a completely fine one as the power play comes to the end here for the Leafs. Couldn't capitalize on it. But yeah, I think Riley being the captain would have been fine as well. But I think Tavares was a good choice. Oh, Bertuzzi trips down his man. Now it's a power play for the Kings. Yeah. There's Bertuzzi going off here. So it's on Dubois. Oh, how did... Okay. Really? Bertuzzi one-hand stick. Tries to lift up... I don't know who that was, but he was trying to lift the stick of someone. And they fall? I want to see that again. I don't know if my eyes were deceiving me there, but for myself, it looked like Bertuzzi lifted the stick of the guy with just one hand on his stick, and the guy tripped for no reason. Whether it was a dive or, you know, he just ended up falling, whatever it may be, I don't think that really should have been a penalty on Bertuzzi there. But at least going on the penalty kill here, down by 2. We'll have to see. But yeah, overall, like, you know, not saying that the Leafs couldn't have chosen someone else, but I think Tavares as a captain, and like, you know, he's an important player on the team. He's been, like, I know some people have kind of said, you know, in the past year or two, like, he's fallen off. He really hasn't. He's been, like, basically a point per game player his entire time with the Leafs. He's been great. Obviously, he scored the game-winning goal, or the series-winning goal, last year against Tampa. Like, he's been a very key player for the Maple Leafs. And, like, honestly, I don't think he's changed that much since coming to the Leafs either. Like, I think he's maybe gotten a little slower, but, like, I don't think it's by much. He's been a very consistent player for the Maple Leafs. He's been a solid player for the Leafs. And, like, I know a lot of people were really concerned with him in the last couple of years of his contract. And maybe $11 million is too much for him. But honestly, like, I'm still fine with it. I really, really am. And it's expiring next year, right? Like, I think his contract is expiring next year. Yeah, like, I would be happy if they re-signed him. I would want the Leafs to re-sign him. Obviously not at the $11 million cap hit, but, you know, I don't know what price point you really give Tavares at this point. But I would like if they re-signed him, for sure. So, penalty kill here again for the Leafs. We'll see. This is an important one for them, as that play is offside. Leafs really need to kill this one off as they're down by 2. I think there is another game tonight, isn't there not? I think there's only one. Yeah, it's the Predators and Canucks that start at basically an hour from now. Canucks, who have been pretty good this year so far, honestly. Giordano will slap that down the ice. Minute 25 gone here, or a minute 25 left, I should say, in this power play for the Kings. Here's Fiala. Skates it up. Pass over to Kopitar, who will tip it in, but Giordano's there. He clears it just to center ice as Doughty jumped on that, but he couldn't quite enter the zone as Fiala was still way deep. I think John Tavares will take a team discount to stay in Toronto. Doesn't seem like he wants to play anywhere else at this point in his career. Yeah, I agree. I think he will as well. Gio gets it out front to Marner. Marner gets that stolen, and as Kopitar picks his pocket, and he'll head back in. Byfield back to the point, and that's shot stopped by Joseph Woll. Leaves coming the other way here. Here's Nyes with a shot that goes wide. Dubois up ahead. Fiala will tip it in. Byfield after it on Liljegren. He gets there first. It's a puck in the corner. Comes out front. Settled down that shot, and they score! And it's Kaliev. I think that went off the post and in as well. Man. Oh, not E. 3. So yeah, Liljegren doesn't get the puck. It's Byfield doing a good job. Nyes just falls all on his own, but that puck tipped right to Kaliev. That's a great shot. Fuck, man. That's a really good shot by Kaliev. He settles it down and just rips it. Wow. There's no other hockey team quite like the Maple Leafs. There's something different, that's for sure. And a penalty coming up to the Kings here. It's a circus. A penalty circus. So, Leafs got a power play, didn't capitalize on it. Kings do on theirs. Now Trevor Lewis going off for interference here. This is very... The Leafs need to score here if they have any chance in this game. Tavares taking the draw here. And he'll win it against Danault. Tavares. It's Riley. Riley's out there on the first power play unit, so I don't know where Klingberg is. Tavares out front. Oh, good save by Talbot. Riley keeps it in. Here's Matthews. Back for Riley. Back for Matthews here. He tries to feed it down low, gets to Tavares here. They switch spots. Matthews couldn't quite get that pass. Good stick by Roy. Now up front, ooh. Kings do a good job clogging that up, and they'll clear it. But yeah, I definitely think Tavares will take a team discount. I think that's, I mean, he has his family here and everything like that, I think, definitely. Here's Nylander coming in. Leafs have a little bit of room. Nylander trying to go around Doughty. Backhand, stopped by Talbot. And that will get cleared by the Kings once again. And it's a play is called. Not sure why play was called there. Maybe Talbot? Yeah, it looks like Talbot's mask came off. Nylander with a good little rush there, but yeah, it was the Nylander shot that I think, yeah, got Talbot's mask loose there. Cam Talbot with 12 saves so far tonight. Play will be, or face-off will be at center ice here, as Domi does win it back, but Kempe's on it first. And he'll give it back to Anderson, who will dump it in. 50 seconds left here to go for the Leafs in this power play. 8 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the period. It's passed over. Here's Bertuzzi. I mean, you know, I'm pretty high on this Kings team. I think they are very good. My issue with them is their goaltending. I'm not confident in it with Talbot and Copley. But so far Talbot, sorry, has been good. He hasn't really had to do a whole lot though, I'll admit. Domi with a shot stopped there by Talbot. Like, that's an easy save for Talbot. Like, I don't think there was anybody in front of him. Like, let's see. So it's a win on the sideboards here by the Leafs. It's over to Domi, and yeah, there's no one in front of Talbot there for the Leafs. It's a clean view of him. Domi didn't get it off quick enough. Like, Talbot was square to the shooter. Yeah, that's an easy save. And I feel like the Leafs haven't done a good enough job to really make it difficult for Talbot so far tonight. There's still a lot of time, as the penalty does expire here. Kings have killed off all three. Shots are 13-13. Leafs can't be shut out by a 36-year-old Cam Talbot. I can't accept that. Yeah, you can. Let's be honest. Come on. I think you've been a fan of the Leafs long enough that's not all too shocking. Let's be honest. And like I said, you know, I think this Kings team is pretty good. Like, I think their defense is pretty good as well. Here's England. We'll get her around, cut off by the Leafs for a moment, but now Raw. To Danault, his shot, easy save by Woll here, who, you know, I have a hard time blaming Joseph Woll, but I don't think he's been fantastic tonight. So the Kings up by 3 as we go into another commercial break. Actually, what am I saying? We lost to a Zamboni driver. Nothing should surprise me at this point. Exactly. I mean, look, the one thing with losing to David Ayres, I will say this. The Leafs got, what, 10 shots on David Ayres and scored 2 goals? Like, yes, he did save 8, but, like, here's a couple things. First of all, you know, David Ayres was practicing with the Leafs. Like, he kind of knows them a little bit. But more importantly, like, it was the defense of Carolina that really stole that game. Like, obviously the story is David Ayres and everything like that. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, that's completely fine. If it wasn't my team, I wouldn't be complaining about it at all. But it was the Carolina defense that won them that game. It was all Carolina. It's not like David Ayers was phenomenal. Like, you know, it's maybe it's me being a little salty. Anyways, I gotta get a little bit more to drink. I will be 2 seconds. Just give me a second as we are kind of in the commercial break here. Put on some music for you guys. Here we go. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that. So the game's back on. Just a little bit of it. Let's do this, this, and there we go. Trailed by 3 goals in each of the last 2 home games for the Leafs. That's not great. That's not very good. Who do you think the bigger rival to the Leafs? Who do I think is the biggest rival to the Leafs? Boston or Tampa? Here's Anderson with a shot. Stop there. I mean, like, okay. In the last few years, obviously it does have to be Tampa. They faced them more often in the playoffs and everything like that. But, like, overall, who do I, like, I think if I'm looking at it, you know, not as a fan and trying to be, like, objective, I think probably Tampa. But as a fan, you know, who do I dislike more? Who do I think is the bigger rival? Who would I rather beat? Boston by a long shot. Not even close. Like, do I like Tampa as a team? Not really. No. And, like, obviously the playoff series kind of dictate that, but, like, I would cheer for Tampa 100 times over Boston. Like, the only reason that I sort of like Boston, or the only things I like about Boston, is maybe how I should phrase it, is their jerseys are spectacular. Like, even the regular, like, the previous season home and aways and everything like that, those are very, very nice. I really do like them. Their new ones, I like. Basically all of their specialty jerseys, I think, are fantastic. But, you know, I do kind of like Pasternak a little bit. I love the goalie tandem of Allmark and Swayman. Their goalie hugs are, like, just the best. I really do like that a lot. So yeah, I definitely, I think that Boston is still the biggest rival to the Leafs. I think, you know, I think it's Boston, Montreal, Ottawa, Tampa, Buffalo is probably how it goes, I would say. Even though, like, you know, I know Buffalo, Ottawa, and Montreal have all not been very good as of late. I think those are, still the biggest rivals. And obviously Montreal winning that series in 2021, whenever the hell it was. 2021. I think obviously that, kind of makes it a little bit worse, but yeah, even still, even without that series, I think Montreal is obviously definitely up there. But yeah, that's kind of where I would put it. I think I would put Boston, Montreal, Ottawa, Tampa, or maybe you can swap Ottawa and Tampa, and then Buffalo I think is definitely in there as well. Leafs off the draw here. Marner back to the point. Liljegren with the shot. Stop there. Lewis can't clear it. Roy. Grundstrom trying to get it out here. Nylander pressuring. Now it'll come free for the Kings. And Gavrikov will play it over, and that will come out there. Oh, it's a 2-on-1 here. Shot there, goes wide. I don't know if Wool got a piece of that, but... Oh, now Nylander with some time over. Good save by Talbot on Matthews. Wow. Matthews steals the puck back. Good pass over to Klingberg. He can't get that through his legs as Lizotte takes it away and plays it down. It was a great steal by Nylander. As 3 Kings were staring at him, he fed it over to Matthews, and it's a great save by Talbot. I said that the Leafs haven't really made it hard on Talbot, but that was a really good save there. That was a difficult one. Here's Giordano. And behind his own net. Oh, stolen away. Kings. Oh, they just put it wide more. What a great play by Danault to feed it to Moore, and he puts it high. Here's Trevor Moore again. Tries to get it out front. It's still loose, and Leafs will clear it there. Jeez, bro. Oh, my God. Also, I forgot to take my shot for the Kings' 3rd goal. I'll do that in a second. Maybe once either the intermission or our next break here. That was... Whew. That was... It's... This line has been great for the Kings tonight. Trevor Moore, 1 assist, 3 shots, 10:30 of ice time. He's been good. But yeah, Kaliyev, Danault, Moore has been really good tonight for the Kings. I haven't loved the way that the Leafs have looked so far tonight. They have not been great. And that puck, I think, was in the maybe pants of Gregor there. They finally find it and gets played down. Knocked down for a second, but gets cleared back out to center. 2:40 left here to go in the second period. Kings up 3-0. Shots are 16-18 for the Leafs, but they haven't been able to get one past Cam Talbot tonight. Here's Doughty up ahead. Kopitar. His shot. I think that went high off the mask maybe of Joseph Woll. But he made the save anyways. Liljegren. Tipped up ahead by Järnkrok. Kopitar feeds it around, and here's Byfield. That puck will get played down into the Leaf zone. Byfield battling with Liljegren again, and Byfield wins it once more. Like he did before the Kings scored on the last one. Here's Kempe with a shot, gets blocked in front. It's the second time that Byfield's won a puck off of Liljegren. Byfield with a shot. That's blocked again, that time by Liljegren. Here's Byfield. Gets it back to the point. Kempe to Gavrikov. Down low. Kings cycling here. A lot of pressure. Now Paso front. Oh, that tipped wide by Kempe. He had a really good chance there. Kings still in control of the puck here as they start to make a change. The Leafs have been out there for a minute plus. All of them. Now it's fed down low. Here's Doughty in the corner. Back up high to Kempe. Kings have been in the offensive zone for over a minute here now. Leafs need to get a clear. Klingberg trying to disrupt the cycle, but Danault on it now. It's this Kings line that's been so good right out there. And that pass by Moore just misses Anderson. But the Kings are back in again. Klingberg ties up his man, but it goes to Danault. Danault makes a move. Wraparound save there by Joseph Woll. And that rebound clear to the line, but not out. Doughty over to Anderson again. Back for Doughty. Leafs have now been out there for over 2 minutes. You got to feel like there's a goal coming here for the Kings if the Leafs can't clear it. Here's Doughty holding on to it. Moore with a shot, and that goes high. Now it's over in the far side. That shot by Kaliev goes to the corner. And that finally is just played out to the Leafs blue line, or the Kings blue line, sorry. And finally, the Leafs, holy smokes, get out of that period just barely. That's over 2 minutes for that Tavares line. That was not a good end to the period. At least we're getting booed off the ice, apparently. I didn't hear that. I must have missed that. But that is that's not a good end to the period there for the Leafs. I mean, I haven't loved the way that they've looked so far. But yeah, that was a really tough end to the period there for them. Like, they got completely just owned in their own zone there. That was not even like close. That's rough. Right, I want to take a shot for the Kings' third goal. Forgot about that. So the Leafs down 3-0 here. Going into the third period. They've not looked very good at all, I would say. Like, I feel like their best chance was that Nylander to Matthews. It was that Nylander to Matthews chance, and that's about it. It is indeed Shrek glass. As you can see, there's some good old Shrek. I don't know, man. It's the only glasses that I have, alright? My brother had it, and he was like, do you need some glasses? And I was like, kind of, to be honest. And he gave them to me, and I was like, yeah, I don't really care. You know, I was like, whatever. It's something that holds liquid. I don't really care what it looks like, right? It's like, whatever, who cares? Yeah, that's awesome, Riley. That is awesome. That's great. Hey, you know what? That's sweet. That is very funny. It's great. Let's see. Is there anything else that I can talk about at intermission here? Trying to see. Trying to think of. I feel like there was something, but I'm forgetting it right now. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't really have like a full plan for intermission tonight. I kind of just wanted to, go live, hang out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Maybe there's something on Twitter. Let's see if there's anything on Twitter that we can look at. That's probably not a great idea, but thoughts on the Rangers jersey leak? Yeah, I guess we can talk about that a little bit. Let's pull up. Let's go to Reddit here. Let me pull up the pictures. See if I can find them so we can talk about them. Sure. What's these hockey jerseys I want to go to? Top of this week, maybe. Yeah, let's take a look at them in natural lighting as well. Okay, well, I don't want to, gross. Okay, give me a second to pull them up here. Maybe I will have to do that one. I don't want to do it in old Reddit, or in the new Reddit though. I hate the new Reddit. Hold on, give me a second. I think I probably will have to do it in. All right, flashbang. Prepare yourself. Flashbang out. Okay. Let's make myself a little bit bigger here as well. No, I wanted to do all of them at the same size. Okay, that's not working. Whatever, who cares? Do you think the Leafs will still be a joke of the NHL if they win the Stanley Cup? Kinda. Honestly, yeah. I think forever and ever people will make fun of the Leafs just because they can. I think it'll be less so if they do win the Cup, but it like, let's be honest. People love dunking on the Leafs no matter what, so, oopsies. Which is fair, but okay, so here's the Rangers jersey leak. The guy that uploaded them in the first place, he took some natural lighting of it, which I think looks really nice, honestly. So yeah, kind of like I talked about in my video, I love the navy blue here for the Rangers. I think that looks great. They've used it on their original Lady Liberty jersey, the Reverse Retro 1.0 Lady Liberty jersey. Something that I also forgot about in my video was their Winter Classic. Yeah, right? It was the Winter Classic, 2018 Winter Classic with Buffalo, right? Hold on, sorry. Let me confirm that. For some reason I'm blanking on it, but I'm pretty sure it was the 2018 Winter Classic against the Buffalo Sabres. Yes, I was correct. Okay, just wanted to double check that, make sure that I was right on that. But yeah, so they've had that navy blue a couple of times, and I think it looks really nice for the Rangers. I like them in that color. And like I talked about, I love this logo for the Rangers. I know a lot of people, or at least a lot of Rangers fans specifically, hate this logo. I am the complete opposite. I love it. I want to see it on more of their jerseys. I'm so tired at this point with the Rangers text and the New York text and all of that. They have it so much in their jersey history, and I never really do like word marks in general, so it's like a combination of two things that I really don't like. It's an original six team that has basically kept the exact same jersey like for 100 years at this point, and it's a word mark. So it's two things that I really, really don't like. I love this logo for the Rangers. I've always really liked it. Because I kind of started getting into jersey collecting, and I don't think I really knew about the original version of like this jersey with the logo on the front. I don't think that I knew about it, but when I found out that there was a jersey like that, I was like really excited about it. I'm glad that I do have one of those in my collection. Obviously, they've kind of done it a couple of times with the All-Star jerseys in 2019, or maybe it was 2020. Maybe it was 2019 and 2020. And I thought those were really cool. I think I have the 2019 version, if I'm not mistaken. And then, obviously, with their 2012 Winter Classic jersey, they do a version of this. It's not quite the same, of course, but, it is still the Shield logo. I think that is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Rangers jersey. I really like that version of the Shield crest. But, yeah, I'll be on, I don't know why Rangers fans hate this logo so much, but I know they do, but I think it looks great. I really do. We take a closer look at the logo. Do we have, I just want to see the pictures here. Okay, so we do have a closer picture of the side striping here. Yes, indeed. It is time to make the 3-0 comeback. I hope so. So we have the striping here. So, of course, the red parts of the stripes, they are kind of like their own thing, but the rest of the stripes are sublimated there, which I think looks fine. My biggest issue with this jersey is the seam line here. So you can see it. Can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can. So you can see the seam line right here, right above this last blue stripe, as well as right below this last blue stripe. And it's my biggest issue with Adidas jerseys right now. You saw it a lot with the Reverse Retro 2.0 series, the Calgary Flames one, as well as the Boston Bruins one. You can see those seam lines with the sublimated like aspects of those jerseys really badly. I hate those. I think they look so bad. I don't know why Adidas has this issue, because it wasn't an issue in the past with like CCM and those jerseys. You know, I talked about it when I unboxed my Reverse Retro 2.0 jersey for the Calgary Flames, that on those older jerseys, the sublimated print, it went straight up. Like there was no seam line or anything like that. For some reason, I don't know if Adidas is too lazy to do it, or if there is actually an issue that they have. I don't know what the problem is, but I think it looks awful. Like I really don't like that seam line at all. The amount of stripes, though, I think the amount of stripes is going to grow on me for sure. It does kind of have almost that staged gradient aspect in a way, which I think is pretty cool. One thing that I know a lot of people have kind of talked about is how, obviously you have kind of like the more basic striping at the bottom here, and the more quote-unquote modernized striping, or maybe even futuristic striping on the sleeves. So it almost feels like two different jerseys in a way. I definitely feel that. I get that. So it almost does feel, and this logo, I would say, does feel a little bit more classic, a little bit more old school. So it is almost a clash in between the torso part of this jersey and the sleeves, and I definitely get that. Sleeve stripes are my favorite part of the jersey. That's fair. I think the sleeve stripes are, obviously the sleeve stripes are the most polarizing aspect of this jersey for sure. I think you either love them or hate them. Well, maybe not, but I think a lot of people, are definitely more on one side or the other. I'm more towards the middle in that aspect, where, I usually do like a lot of stripes. Apologies, I'm burping again. I usually do like a lot of stripes. I lean more towards on the side of liking it, but I'm just not quite there yet at this moment. I'm still in the middle, honestly. But yeah, the logo looks very, very nice here. My biggest issue with this jersey is the customization. It's so plain. Just the single layer white twill. Obviously you do have the arch name bar, but that's about it. I really would have liked to see some sort of customization. I know it was Oscar. Let me try and get his full Instagram name here, sorry. Oscar SPSH, so Oscar Pro Stitch Hockey, on Instagram. He kind of did a little bit of a story where he showed, because I think he does like actual like stitching and everything like that, and customization, and he showed basically what the classic drop shadow customization on this jersey would look like, and I think it looks a lot better. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the customization personally. I would have liked something a little bit, I don't know, more. I think it's just a little bit too boring. Did you hear that the Oilers signed Sam Gagner for like the millionth time? Yes, I did see that they signed Sam Gagner again, which is pretty crazy. Least favorite part is definitely the mismatched stripes, though. Yeah, I like, the thing with me, right, is I wouldn't I don't think I would like the bottom stripes just replicated on the arms here. I think that would have been a little bit too basic. If they were going to do that, I would want something up in the shoulders here, whether that is a shoulder yoke, kind of like they have on their away jersey, or, some shoulder patches, a different colored collar, whatever it may be, something like that. I think that's what I would have liked. I'm a little bit surprised that I don't mind the shoulders the way that they are right now, just because I usually hate, just completely blank shoulders and collar section the way that it is right now. But I actually don't mind it on this jersey. Maybe it's because how much striping there is on the sleeves there. So yeah, I think if they were to replicate this design on the sleeves, I think they would need to improve something up top. I don't know if I would have loved to see this striping pattern onto the bottom of the jersey here. I know Brendan BW Hockey, let's see if I can pull up, I think he did a video talking about or kind of redesigning this jersey, which I watched and I did like his design. Let's see if I can pull it up here. I do recommend you guys check out the video yourselves, but see if I can. Actually, I'm not gonna pull it. I don't want to do that. I don't know, I just feel a little bit weird pulling it up without his permission here. So I recommend you guys check out BW Hockey's kind of redesign of this Rangers jersey, but I like his quite a bit because it does kind of basically simplify the striping and add something up top. I think his looks really nice. So yeah, hold on, sorry. I was getting some text messages and stuff that I was not prepared for. But where was I? Let's see. Yeah, overall, definitely, my biggest issue with this jersey, honestly, I really like the way that this logo looks right here. The 3D embroiderment, these prime green logos, so good, man. They look absolutely gorgeous. It's definitely the biggest thing that I am concerned about with the switch to Fanatics is the logos themselves, because there's some things that I like about Adidas, other things that I don't, but these prime green logos are by far the best thing that they've ever done. And honestly, the logos that we have right now in the NHL and with these jerseys might be the best looking logos that we've ever had, just period, straight up. They are phenomenal, they are gorgeous, and I really, really hope that Fanatics, kind of keeps that with their jerseys as well. It's my biggest concern, I would say, or one of my bigger concerns, because I really do like them a lot. But yeah, overall, my only two issues with this jersey, my main one is the customization. I find it a little bit boring, and also the seam right above the sublimated striping and right below it. Those are my biggest issues. I think I really am going to come around to the sleeve striping. I think I eventually will like that, but yeah, for right now, I'm definitely back and forth on it for sure. But overall, I would say I'm positive on the jersey itself. I think it is a hold on, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing any part of the game here. I don't think I am, but I want to make sure. I think it is a just a third jersey. Yeah, the third period is about to start. Yeah, in about a minute and a bit here. From everything that I've seen, do we even take a look at oopsies, hold on. I guess I can just go to this guy's here, and if I go here, and if I do this, let me pull up this picture right here. Give me this picture. Okay, I'm not gonna pull up this picture. It's too much effort. But anyways, the tag itself does say third. It says New York Rangers third NN. I'm not sure what the NN is supposed to be, but it looks like the third jersey. Most of the time, Stadium Series jerseys usually have those really big numbers and everything like that. So I don't think that it is the Stadium Series jersey. I think it's just the third, which we have had, kind of talks about the Rangers having a third jersey. I thought it was just going to be a Lady Liberty again, one of their two reverse retros, but yeah, I think it's just their third jersey. That's kind of been rumored for a little bit. I agree with the customization kit being bad. I wish they did a red text with the white drop shadow. Yeah, that would have been nice. Something like that. Yeah, like I said, the Oscar guy that I talked about, I think he had, let's see if I can find it actually. Let's see exactly what he did. Oh, maybe it's not on the story anymore. Maybe I waited too long. I'm trying to remember, but yeah, I think he had, I think it was a reverse kiss cut. So it had red as the background, then the kind of royal blue like is on the sleeves there, and then the main color of the numbers were white, so they still had that white to it, which I think is fine, but just they added a little bit of red. And yeah, the reverse retro kit, exactly. Yeah, you're right. That's what it was. Same series will probably be white since they're the road team. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. All right, that's true. Nylander's on the first line with Matthews and Marner to start. I mean, they got to get some sort of offense going. They have not had a ton, so they do need some sort of offense to go here. Let's see if my stream will work here. It's for some reason not working. But yeah, I like Oscar stuff from what I'm following him. Obviously I have not got anything customized by him or anything like that, but as far as I can tell, he seems like a really good guy, and I like looking at his stuff on Instagram, that's for sure. Okay, here we go. Let me mute the music here and mute this part, and then I can get on to watching the game again. Unless the Islanders go with a blue jersey, the Rangers bring a red jersey like we saw with the Leafs and Red Wings. I would love that, man. I really want to see more shot from the point there. Good stop by Wool. But yeah, I would love to see more, primary colors going up against each other. The last one that we saw, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but it was the Canes and it was someone else. I can't quite remember right now, but I know that I saw it on the Hockey Jersey Discord just the other day. Someone was talking about it because that topic came up. But yeah, it was the Canes wearing their home jerseys against someone else wearing their home jerseys because, I should probably change the period. Because I think that was around the time that Tom Dundon didn't like the look of the away jersey. So it was a couple of years ago now. But yeah, I would love more of the primary colors going up against each other, as long as they're not too, similar. But yeah, like a red and a blue one would look phenomenal. I think that would be a lot of fun. I would really like that a lot. All right. So 2 minutes here. I gotta say, I miss Ray Ferraro on the TSN broadcast. I know Mike Johnson is on there now. Nice. Oh, to Camp, and a good save there by Talbot. Preds missed an opportunity to wear the gold with the Leafs black. Yeah, like, they really did not need to wear their away jerseys that night. They easily could have worn their home jerseys, even though I don't love their home jerseys. As Nylander goes offside there, he was waiting for Klingberg to come back onside, but Klingberg took too long. But yeah, I would have loved if the Preds. Well, I don't love the Preds' current home jersey, but yeah, it would have been nice if the Preds just wore their home jersey, but they didn't. But yeah, it would be super nice if more teams just, even though I really do like away jerseys, like those white jerseys, I like them a lot. Honestly, most of the time, I do prefer away jerseys to home jerseys, or at least I feel like I do. Yeah, I think the double primaries look really good. Sorry, I just had to burp again. Oh, Marner, I think that was offside. I'm pretty sure Nylander was offside there, but they let it go for now, and the puck goes back to center, so. Thoughts on the Canes wearing red helmets with their whites? I think that looks good. I mean, I don't... the Canes are one of the few teams that I don't like their away jersey. It's a word mark, so I never really like word marks, or at least in most circumstances, I don't like word marks, but I think the red helmets looks nice. Nylander centering pass there. Good job by Lewis there to stop that, and I thought I heard a whistle, but I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. I guess I am, because they're still playing. I don't know, maybe it was a fan in the stands doing a whistle or something. Now it's a battle in the Leafs end here. On the near corner. It's Lewis there. As well as Brody. Grundstrom brings it free. Back to the point. Spence does a good job. Don't know if I've heard of Spence before this game, I'll be honest. I'll have to look him up after the game. I don't know if I've know of him. I don't know if he's a rookie or what, but he's looked I've liked the way that he's looked, honestly, so far. The Leafs, once again, are in their own zone. A big shot there by Grundstrom. Good save by Joseph Woll to come over here, make the save. And yeah, that was another minute-long offensive zone shift for the LA Kings. The Leafs have been just honestly kind of dominated this game. They have not done a very good job really getting a lot of offensive zone time. A pass up ahead for Domi here, and there's Kaliev stealing that away. Tavares gets it back though, and he'll just play it in deep. So it's Domi up here with Knies and Tavares, as you know, like Leaf fan said. Nylander's up on the top line with Matthews and Marner. Now it's a battle along the sideboards here. Tavares, there's 4 Kings here. If the Leafs can poke this free, they have numbers. But now it comes to Klingberg. Klingberg stops up. Now he shoots, and that's stopped there by Talbot. Picked up by Gravikov. Now it's up ahead. Danault with a shot. It goes wide. Now Klingberg. A whistle. Oh, I think it's Domi going off here. He just said for what? So Domi's going to the box here. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's going off for. Neither do I. Domi with some cross checks and slash at Roy here. Now he kind of pulls on his jersey a little bit. Yeah. So he gets called for roughing. I mean, you know, there was a couple of slashes, a couple of cross checks. He pulled on his jersey a little bit. Is it a lot? Not really. It's not against a player that's, you know, in the play either, but not saying they're completely wrong with calling that. So Kings will get a power play. They're 1 for 2 on the night. Oh, here's Fiala, breaks through and can't quite get a shot on goal. That was close. What is it going to have to take to see the Leafs win a cup? Feels like everything, honestly. I mean, they do just need one good run, right? Now here's Kempe over Fiala. His shot deflected wide. Now Doughty down deep. Centering. Here's Fiala with a shot. Good blocker save by Joseph Woll there. Kempe back for Fiala again. Kevin Fiala down low. Back for him. Oh, good pass there. Doughty doesn't take the shot. It's interesting that Doughty is on the hash marks here on this far side, and it's Kempe back at the point. I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with the Kings. I'm not familiar enough with the Kings game, to be honest. But with their power play, if that's something that they do often, or if that was just something that was kind of happening. Fiala down low. Here's Kempe with a shot. Good save again by Woll, and that's get cleared by Matthews. But yeah, I'm not familiar enough with the Kings if that's something they do often. Kempe back at the point and kind of Doughty on the sideboards there, but that was an interesting little setup there by the Kings. So Leafs will clear this penalty. And they call that an icing, but wait, no. I think they're calling too many men here. They're calling a... Man, this is a penalty parade here. So it's LA going off for too many men. I thought they were calling an icing because Marner just cleared it, but... And I was like, why are they calling an icing? Because he cleared it right before the penalty ended, but it was too many men for the Kings. So the Leafs will get a power play. This is, like... I think I said it in the second period that this was a must score, but they have to score on this power play here. Brad Treliving needs to upgrade the defense before the playoffs, in my opinion. Yeah, look, here's the thing. Before the season started, I heard a lot of people talking about, the Leafs needing to upgrade defense and everything like that. I thought they were completely fine because last year their defense was pretty good. All things considered, like, their defense was not a huge issue. And the only huge difference from at least the end of the offseason to the start of this season was Justin Hall for Klingberg. That was like the only switch. Giordano, McCabe, Riley, Brody, Giordano, those were all still the same. Liljegren, I think I said Giordano twice there. But, it was really only one change from the end of the season to the start of this season here. But man, their defense has been so bad this year. Like I don't know what's going on with TJ Brody, but it was like a switch of the light, honestly. He's been phenomenal since he was a Leaf. Since that Florida series, he has not been good in my opinion. He's been really bad. McCabe has not been up to the standard that, I think you expect out of him either. Obviously McCabe is injured now, but their defense has not been good enough. They need to do something there. I definitely agree with you. They need an upgrade really, really bad on D. So we'll see what he does, but honestly, the Leafs, to win a cup, they just need to go on a little bit of a run. They haven't really done that. They need a goalie to go on a run. That's what they need. Marner down low. Here's Nylander. His shot. That goes up and out of play. But yeah, they need... the Leafs have had some goaltenders that have had good performances in playoffs sporadically is the thing. Freddie Anderson has had some good games, but not consistently. Jack Campbell... He had some not very good games in the playoffs, but they haven't had that goalie to really steal them some games, which I think has been maybe their biggest issue. Here's Riley with a shot. That goes wide. Now Marner at the point, down low for Tavares. He shoots and scores! Okay. Tavares gets the goal. So 3-1. With 11:35 left here to go. It's a possibility. They scored on the power play that they needed to score on. Now they need to use this momentum. They really, really do. So it was a good cycle here by the Leafs and just a great shot by Tavares there. Marner just gives it over to Tavares, and that's a shot right above the left shoulder there. So Nylander doesn't get a point there as far as I can tell. I think that was Riley and Marner with the assist. Marner definitely, but Nylander doesn't get the point, so he doesn't continue his point streak. But here's Matthews Owen trying to break free. Now it's a 3-on-2 for the Kings. They'll just play it in. Oh my God, off the post! Oh my God! Oh, holy smokes! Joseph Woll tried to play it. He missed it. Now Nylander coming the other way. He gets roughed up. Bounced off the puck there. Joseph Woll tried to play the puck. He missed it. Comes back behind his net right to Trevor Moore. And he puts it right off the post. Holy smokes, man. Eesh. John Tavares' 5th goal of the season. 4 in his last 5 games. He's been great this year. Tavares has. Obviously, he didn't get a point in his last game against the Nashville Predators, but that's the only game that he hasn't gotten a point in so far this season. Like, he's been great. Now it's back to the point here. Giordano holds it in, and that shot on goal saved by Cam Talbot. I want to see this play by Joseph. Let's see. Yeah, so it was Riley and Marner with the assists. So they're showing the goal again. Yeah, it's a good shot right above the shoulder of Talbot there. But yeah, here's Moore's chance. Just a backhand goes off the back of Joseph Woll, off the crossbar and out. That is close, man. Yeah. That would have been a backbreaker if that went in. That would have been so tough. This season, only team to come back with two multi-goal leads in the third period. So Leafs are the only team to do that. Two multi-goal comeback wins in the third period. I said that not correctly in the first time, but all out front, and Kempe puts it wide. Leafs have had a couple of chances against them so far after the goal here. They need to clean this up here. Only 9 minutes left to go. Now here's David Kampf. He'll shoot it in on Talbot. He'll make the save. Hold on. And we'll go to intermission break. And that's a nice night by Tavares there, right over the right shoulder of Talbot. I mean, at least they didn't get shut out, but we'll see. We'll see if they can continue this pressure here. If Ellie scored on that play, the game would have been over for sure. Definitely. Yep. Yeah, they... I mean, both of those plays. But yeah, especially that Moore goal. I'm so glad. You know, Moore has been, honestly, like, the Moore, I mean, I've talked about them a couple of times, the Moore, Kaliev, and Danault line has looked phenomenal this game so far. They have been very, very good. Obviously, Moore playing against his former team here. Let me finish the shot. There we go. So, that's the shot for the Leafs goal. But yeah, he has been very good. I mean, I love Trevor Moore. That's why I have a Trevor Moore Reverse Russia 1.0 jersey, right? It's because, you know, I think he's a very good bottom. Well, I guess he's playing. I guess technically that's their second line, hey? Let's see. No, that's their third line. Damn, their third line is really Danault, Moore, and Kaliev? It's a pretty good third line. like it. Danault, Moore, and Kaliev over what would be Kampf, Domi, Nyes. Still, I like that. I like that third line for the Kings there, and it's been dominant tonight. It's been very, very good. So, we got a little under 9 minutes. I think it's under 9 minutes now. Let's see. Look, even if the Leafs don't win this game here, I want Nylander to get another point. That's why I'm wearing number 39 here. Nylander's inaugural season number, or rookie number, I guess I should say. That shot by Marner just goes wide. Riley can't hold it in. Now it's a 2-on-1. Here comes Dubois. His shot. Ooh, I think that deflected wide. I think Wool just got a piece of it. Now here comes Matthews back to Riley. Riley centers. Oh, Matthews can't tip it in. Now Nylander at the point here. He's getting pressured, but gets around his man. A centering pass. Matthews missed that. I think it was Riley, actually, who was out front, and he fell down. And there will be an icing call against the Kings there. 8 minutes. Sorry, 34 seconds left to go in this period here. And we'll see if they can get something going in the last couple of minutes here. They need 2 goals. Next game against Boston. I haven't watched many Boston games this year. Like I said, I haven't watched too many of the other teams, actually, in all honesty. I haven't really had time. So it'll be fun to watch that Boston team, who has been really good. Oh, here's Fiala with a shot. Good save there by Joseph Woll. He's needed to really make these saves here. Giordano with a shot. Oh, Tavares almost got that rebound there. And that would have been wide open for him. Man, if he got that, that was a for sure goal. Let's see. So it's Domi to Gio, and his shot goes off the back of Nyes, off his back leg, and Tavares just a little bit out of his reach. Now it's played in by the Kings here. Here's Legason. Byfield intercepts that pass. Byfield breaks through, his shot wide, rebound, and they score. So that's... yeah, that might be all she wrote. How did Byfield just get all alone here? This is awful coverage by the Leafs. So Byfield... okay, so it was a miscommunication between Klingberg and Matthews. Klingberg was defending Byfield, but it was Kopitar that I think came down the sideboards here. And Klingberg decided to go after Kopitar instead of keeping to his man, which was Byfield. Matthews also going after Kopitar. I think there was some miscommunication or something like that. I don't know what it must have been, but that's way too much room for Byfield. His shot, I mean, missed the net, but it caroms off the sideboard to Kopitar, who puts it in front, and that's it. Now we have 7:30 left to go here in this game, and Kings are up by 3 once again. This one's, yeah, probably over. So Kempe does get the goal. As that shot by Gregor goes up and out of play. But yeah, that's just a really, I mean, we know that Klingberg's not very good at defense. That's, something that, has kind of been talked about. But with Klingberg there, you either need to communicate that immediately, that you're going after Kopitar. I'm not, obviously, I can't hear what they're saying on ice, but you either need to communicate that, or you need to stick to your man. And that was Klingberg just letting his guy go. Byfield was all alone in the slot. And once again, I know his shot missed the net and it caromed off the sideboards, but that's just a really bad defensive breakdown for the Leafs. And, we talked about it, that Leafs might need to make some sort of upgrade on D. I mean, Brad Treliving has also said that, as well, that, he wants to upgrade the defense for the Maple Leafs here, as we take a shot for the Kings goal here. I'm watching the oh my god, Liam Foudy was on a penalty shot and he fell down all on his own. That's tough for Foudy. Honestly, I was surprised that Foudy was... ooh, that shot stopped there by Talbot, as there was a chance there. But yeah, I was kind of surprised when I heard that Foudy went on waivers. I wasn't expecting that. Now it's a 3-on-2. Here's Byfield, tries to center it. Good defensive play by Brody there. And Riley gets back as well. But yeah, we talked about the Leafs defense, a little bit, and Brad Treliving did say that he wanted to upgrade it. It's I don't know how you upgrade it is the thing. Like you're not getting rid of Riley. Maybe you get rid of Brody. What's Brody's cap at? I honestly don't know. Cap friendly. Let's see. Because I'll be honest. Before this season, obviously there was kind of the rumors of them getting rid of Brody, and I was really against that. I was like, I don't know why you would get rid of Brody, but at this point, he's not been good enough. Even though he just made a good defensive play there, but he makes $5 million. So if you can find another $5 million defenseman, I don't know, one more year. I'm not sure who you're finding there that really replaces that for a good price for the Leafs. I mean, they're right up against the cap, right? So you either need to hit that $5 million mark or less, or, obviously include someone else in the deal. Here's Lizotte with a shot. Liljegren gets the stick on that. Goes up and out of play. But yeah, they need to make some sort of there's a Kings fan in the audience filming, waving. Maybe I'm just a little bit late on this, but yeah, they need to make some sort of difference on the back end. They need to make a trade. Definitely by the offseason for sure. I mean, I think they'll be fine during the regular season. Obviously, the regular season is a different beast than the playoffs. So I think they'll be fine during the regular season if they just run it back with what they have right now. Maybe they won't win the division. Maybe it'll still be Boston because they're just, for some reason, always good, and it doesn't matter what they do. Doesn't matter who they lose, they'll be good for the end of time, which is extremely frustrating. It's annoying. It's annoying as hell. Maybe they won't win the division like I predicted, but they need to do something at the trade deadline. 100%. I just don't see them coming into the playoffs here with this defense and it working out. And honestly, even their additions, Domi has had, he had that good game with Knies there. What was it? Was it the Tampa game where he fed Knies a couple of times, and that was great. But Domi has not been great this year. He hasn't been what I really was expecting. Bertuzzi, I think, has been fine, but not top line minutes guy. It's I was excited about their new additions, but yeah, I don't know. So they're showing who's hot right now. Knights, Avalanche, Boston, and Red Wings. And who's not? Flames, Oilers, Penguins, Sabres. Yeah, Sabres, Sabres was the hot pick, obviously, to get into the playoffs this year. I projected them not to get in there. And yeah, right now, they're 4-5. But yeah, the Flames and Oilers, I mean, I think I had the Oilers first in the division, Flames third in the division, and they have both been awful. I am so surprised at this Flames team. I really am. I thought all of their issues were really just about the vibes around the team with Daryl Sutter. I really believed that. It's not looking like that was the case. It looks like there's something else going on there. They did buy high on a couple of guys like Kadri and Huberdeau, for sure. But those guys are better than what they're performing at right now. I really do believe that. Not saying that, that they're those are fantastic deals or anything like that, but I really do believe that they are good players still, but man, they have just not been good. We're gonna have to play better against Boston on Thursday for sure. 100%. If they play like the way that they're playing right now against Boston, they're gonna get like shut out, and like it's gonna be like 5-0 or something like that. It's not gonna be close. Do you think there's a specific defenseman that the Leafs should go target? I haven't looked into it enough. I'll be honest. I would have to look at cap hits and everything like that, honestly, and really try to decide like who the Leafs should trade and everything like that. Like, so out of the Leaf defensemen, right? Like, you're not trading Morgan Rielly. Like, that's not happening. You're probably not trading Klingberg since you just got him. Liljegren has been up and down, honestly. Like, he's... There's some times where I do really like Liljegren, sometimes where I'm not a huge fan of it, but with the trade of Sandin, I think you kind of have to keep him. I mean, like, Liljegren he's a right-handed defenseman, right? So, like, you kind of want to keep those right-handed defensemen since they're so hard to find. You're not trading Giordano either. I mean, he's just a solid bottom pair defenseman. Oh, they added an assist to Nylander. He gets a 9-game point streak. Let's go, Willie. Let's go. Franchise history record. That's so sad that sucks that's how that record has been broken, right? That sucks, man. Like, you want it to be, like, in the moment and everything like that. Oh, that's annoying. But, whatever. I mean, hey, at least he got a point. Oh, Domi, come on, chill out, buddy. So, Domi's getting another penalty here. I mean, I guess there's 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. Like, this one is over. It's done. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, so Domi battling for the puck here. Oh yeah, that's a not very good cross check by Domi, and then he gives him another shove, gives him a slash. Yeah. So yeah, Domi's gonna be done for the game here. That's a really good play there by who's 78 again? Let's see. Who's on the line with Dubois? Laferriere. Yeah, that's a good little play by Laferriere to pass the right to Dubois. I like that a lot, actually. He's been not bad so far from what I've seen. 78. One thing I noticed is the Leafs play better against the better teams and crap against the bottom teams. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Kings are a good team in my opinion. I think the Kings are, I don't think they're one of like I don't think they're one of the top teams in the league, but I would probably say they're definitely a playoff team, in my opinion, 100%. Maybe a top 10 if I really had to think about it, like maybe, but like I think the Kings are a good team. The weakest part about them, in my opinion, is their goaltending. If they had a really like star goaltender like Jonathan Quick in his prime, I think they're probably maybe top 5 in the league, honestly. But yeah, their goaltending is really what brings them down, in my opinion. But yeah, most of the time, the Leafs really do play down to their opponents. 100%. Like, I definitely agree with that. Which is why I think, like, they're, like, most of the time, the record in at least the regular season against teams like Boston and Tampa are pretty good. Like, they're usually in favor of the Leafs. But yeah, like, maybe I'm wrong on this and I would have to look up the stats, but I feel like over the past couple of years, if you take the Leafs record in the regular season against teams like Tampa and Boston, against teams like Ottawa and Montreal, they have a much better record against the top teams as opposed to Montreal and Ottawa. Like they just do a much better job against those teams. They really play down to their opponents most of the time. This one, I don't think that's one of those examples. I think the Kings have just done a very good job limiting the Leafs' chances here. And once again, it's this more out front to Kaliev, and that gets knocked off his stick. But it's more like the more Kaliev and Danault line, I think has been phenomenal tonight for the Kings. They've done very, very well. And as we are into the final minute here, penalty is ending for the Leafs, but here's Laferriere. The sideboards here as we're into the final 20 or 40 seconds left. That shot from the point gets knocked down by Giordano, and he'll skate it to the blue line. Get it up ahead. Here's Pontus Holmberg. Backhand. Ooh, that's a nifty little play by Holmberg there. Stopped by Talbot, though. I liked that. Oh, yeah. My TV is definitely behind. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm behind you. I know I am. As Gregor will play it in, and yeah, that's going to do it for this game here. So the Leafs are going to lose here 4-1 to the LA Kings. A little bit unfortunate. Not a great performance, I would say, by the Leafs. But, you know, they are just coming back from a 5-game homestand. Yeah, I think they will play a little bit of a better game against the Boston Bruins. I agree with you. I think they will be a little bit better then, but yeah, we'll have to see. You said that's on Thursday, right? Hey, what day is it today? Tuesday? Let's see. Yeah, there's only 4 games tomorrow, and then on Thursday, yeah, the Leafs against the Bruins. We're 8-0-1. Yeah, I definitely think they will play a little bit better against them, but I think that is going to probably do it for this stream right here. I think that's going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate you, Leafs fan, for being here for the entire thing. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. And thanks to Scotty for those 10 gifted members. That was very, very nice. So, yeah, appreciate it. That's going to do it for me. If you guys didn't check out my video today, make sure to check out that. It was kind of a goofy one. That intro was stupid. Go Leafs, go indeed. And yeah, my next, let's see. Let me look at the Leaf schedule here. I don't know the Leaf schedule. I can't do the Thursday game. Can't do the Friday game. Wait, hold on. Sorry, I was looking at the NHL schedule, not the Leaf schedule. Can't do the Thursday game. Can't do the Saturday game. I don't think I can do the Monday game. Maybe I'll do the Wednesday game against Ottawa. We'll have to see. Not quite too sure. You know, it really depends on my work schedule. But yeah, we'll have to see. Thank you. Appreciate it. The happy birthdays. Thank you very much, very, very much. But yeah, I do still have, like I said in my not last video, but the video before that, I have a couple of video ideas brewing around here. So hopefully I can get those out soon. You know, customization kits, other stuff as well. I'm kind of planning on that. So yeah, anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.